all this sort of crazy stuff sort of happened. Learning of the ravenous blade and other such things. Kinnara has another voice whispering in the back of his head. What, another? What are you talking about? And apparently the ravenous blade is actually a fake. Ah.
Dun dun dun.
Ja, 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 ja. Stolen by his bitch of a son, Delvat. His spoiled brat.
Do you have any idea where he would have gone? The kind of places he would go?
We had a fight 3 months ago. He left. He had befriended some filthy con artist. Ibris something or another.
Oh!
I knew he took a few books with him when he moved on. But now, instead of only just books, they must have taken the blade as well. Which means...
I don't recall. Did we recover a dagger when we dealt with the...
Ibris? You did not.
Okay.
Which means either Ibris or Delvat now serves as a vessel for the Jackal Prince of Famine.
Okay. Well, as soon as I guess at least I get that protective tattoo and Lenny gets that amulet, it sounds like we'll be ready to find him and your son. Humans get into so much trouble.
Do you actually say that in character?
Yes.
Okay, it's like this is more than just a human problem. I don't know. This is if the Jackal Prince manages to reform, this world is not ready for him. Oh my. Krieg just had a civil war, and what's more, the rest of the continent is going back to war, from my understanding, again. There will be no united front. There will only be the Jackal Prince.
Right. Great power in people. As assuming that he's willing to do it.
The tattooing. Yeah, so he's willing to do it. He's understanding that time is slowly becoming of the essence.
Yeah. As he's doing it, I'll actually ask, what do you? I know you had that horrible experience, but what do you know of the White Waters? Aside from that, is that their usual thing that they do?
I cannot say. Honestly, I've tried to stay out of trouble most of the time. Until they summoned me about the feast, they mostly kept to themselves. Well, those in the mansion at least. There were minor family members in the outer circle, closer to the mansion, but other than that, as he's performing the ritual, which involves taking some basically alchemical means and some kind of ritual dagger, as he kind of like slowly pokes the like inking in and slowly tap 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 tap. He did give you some like numbing pain, so you're not even feeling it. Like your arm is completely numb as it's like you're just like. As for the Whitewater family themselves, I can't say for certain. They keep to themselves, have for most of the time. From my understanding, it was Krieko had. This was the farthest outpost, as it were, of Krieko. For what purpose, I don't know. Maybe it was for the waters, but I don't know for certain.
Len, if the White Waters turn out to be some form of evil, which it sounds like they at least have that bent if they had dingling pits.
They're rich, of course they're evil.
Well,
Mar and Saeed both kind of snicker at that comment.
Would this area be better off if they were not in the place of power?
Quite possibly, but I didn't come here to solve a coup. I came here to get people to stop suffering from, starvation.
Well, yes, but it's
I try to stay out of politics.
Mar turns to you, Kalash, and says, "If it's any consolation, I technically represent the crown, as it were. And should I find the White Waters lacking, which I most certainly do, I can very much mention this to my benefactors, and there can be things done about it. But besides that, what all we could do here, well, there is the whole bit of a curse that we have to fix.
Oh.
One thing at a time."
Yeah. He'll take a drink from his flask. No, never mind. Okay. Unless folks want other conversation, I think Kidar is just going to be in a drinking and pondering mode for the duration of the application. That being said, could you go over what it does again so I can note it down?
It's actually quite fun. It's like, ooh, that's pretty cool. A watchtower tattoo must be applied to the back of the hand. Once applied, It provides a +4 resistance bonus against the spells and spell-like abilities of demons. The bearer also cannot be possessed by demons using magic jar or similar effects. See, it also does mention that demons immediately recognize any bearer of the tattoo as an enemy, even if the mark is covered or disguised, and this revulsion may trigger strange reactions in demonic magic or artifacts.
Cool, thank you.
Which, by the way, the voice in your head kind of goes away. But you still get that niggling sense it's in the back there, like, yeah.
Yeah, I was considering its offer. I think Kinara has found a alternative solution.
Wow.
What?
Just thinking about what that means. Oh boy.
Well, no. I mean, alternative solution to what Little Miss Kill All Humans once in terms of that cost. Because I was thinking, and I was trying to think from Kinara's standpoint, his people, even if individuals aren't devout, at least grow up with the general teachings of Sekhmet. So if Kinara can grow the word of Sekhmet and the shrine into a church into a what have you, they could get word of that, and I could encounter them just by spreading the faith.
True. Also recalling that in this world, you are probably one of the only handful of clerics actively for a second. Just a reminder.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Okay, just making sure. You guys
I figured that was why it was ordained by her that I that I spread word and such.
Meanwhile, back up in wherever Sekhmet is, she has a tissue to her eyes. I'm so proud of him. Taking on all these demons. Oh, I'm so proud. Yes. Either way, you will have to deal with the rest. I imagine you will have to deal with the rest of the artifacts now that it is clear that the Jackal Prince is coming back. You will need the other Oblivion keys. Ancient Shadun. The Handflower of Genocide remained in Shadun afterwards, which it probably still is, considering the volcano that erupted 1,000 years ago. But it's an old choked ruin buried under 100 feet of ash, and guarded by a being of horrific evil that was invoked as the city burned. The Shroud of Flies, according to my research, came to rest in a concealed stronghold on plague-choked foothills of the Zhou Mountains, a place dubbed Blood Rise Rock by the Lamashtan cultists who frequent it now. As for the Calabash of Lost Droughts, I have no idea. It's possible that finding the other two will help you point you to the bottle's final rust place. I cannot help you. Besides that, I cannot figure out any more.
So, Lynn. Crap, David forgot the other guy's name.
Mar?
Mar? Okay. I was thinking Mark, and I'm like, no, that's wrong. Mar. How does Blood Rock sound to you guys?
Sounds like a start.
That sounds a good place as any to start.
Unfortunately, I cannot come with you. I am too old and too frail for such things. I will try to do what I can to search through this. Perhaps there's a detail that I mislooked or something.
Yeah, please keep us in the loop. You wouldn't happen to have access to like a sending spell or something so you can reach us if you know if you learn something.
Yes, I do. I have sending. Hold on a moment. He kind of squeezed past you. Goes through several books. Where is it? No. Here. Pulls out a scroll. Here. Should you wish to contact me, write into this. It is essentially a scroll of message. You can either activate it and speak to it, and it will send a scroll to me similarly, and we can respond back and forth.
Cool.
It'll take some time to respond, but it can be done.
I tend to fall down if I get stabbed. Len, you want to keep it on you?
Sure.
Is there I don't think there's much else I can offer personally, unfortunately. I wish I can do more.
Oh, you've offered a surprising amount of quality work already.
All I ask is, if you're able to find Delvat as he is, try to convince him to come home. I know it's a far cry of hope, but he's my son.
Of course.
Yeah.
But as a sentinel, I understand that if my son no longer exists, he kind of just trails off. Now, if you excuse me, I must clean up. Good luck. He also gives the amulet to a few amulets to you, to Len and Mar, and enough to fill the party. Should others come back? Yeah. It isn't specific from the detail it says for this amulet. It doesn't specifically allow to... It doesn't confer the same as the watchtower, tattoo, but its linear magic is still enough to stir the spirits within the Oblivion Keys when brought close. I'm gonna say that at least allows protection from them corrupting you, quote unquote. So, I'll give. So, instead of a +4, +2, I suppose.
Alright.
So, with that all said and done,
Sounds like Blood Rock.
Yep.
which, full disclosure, you guys have been to.
So we've already done it, but you said we didn't find what we needed there.
True. Just making sure.
So we're going back to the place we've already been.
Yeah, okay, just
And
making sure.
And
Yeah,
basically asking, hey, did we forget something last time we were here?
yeah. I was thinking of I was gonna be like, nah, the Ravenous Blade's still there. It's the real one. But then I read specifically details of like, oh, the Ravenous Blade is fake, which is technically the whole MacGuffin of that's how the Jackal Prince is out because the Ravenous Blade is no more because he's out of his prison. I'm like, oh.
That's gonna be great. We're gonna walk up and be like, so this is awkward, but
It's like, 'cause I thought we'd been the Blood Rock as well.
Yeah, you had. I was hoping not to make you all double back. I really was, but I'm like, they're kind of forcing it.
Well, we could have an inkling to go somewhere else.
No, that was completely true. Because, fun fact, you all did send a Briss just off to Veneno.
Yeah.
Which is horrifying implications if that was the Jackal Prince's vessel.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, he's not.
Oh, okay, because like, it would be, it would be both messed up and interesting from a story standpoint of go back to Veneno, find that it's in some sort of like demonic post-apocalyptic Hellgate thing going on. It's like, what happened? It's like, haha, you did send me to Veneno. Fuck!
This is true. I kind of want, as much as I wanted to like hang that over y'all's head, I also want to be like, no, let's not. Because also, let's be frank, you have adventurers back there. You have almost an entire island's worth of a city's worth of adventurers at the doorstep.
exactly. That's why I'm not worried about it. If we did send something back, they are capable of looking after themselves.
Yeah, you have a city full of adventurers and a dragon down there. So it's like, I think we can do it. Oh, it's only a vessel? I think we can do it. Ooh.
Okay, then in that case, if we do get an inkling, then
Yeah.
I believe the shade. You mentioned it was in a thinking of field.
Trying to see things. Well, that explains it. So yes, one thing that I will say, because it I basically kind of said it, but just to drive it all home. The Shroud of Flies, the Rat Princess of Plague, essentially says before you're able to kind of finally shut her out, the wretched dog runs loose and dares leave me bedbound and convalescing? Bring me forth to my gnawing brother, that I might embrace him. Bring me, and I shall bind his limbs and shatter his bones. Fun time. What a loving family.
Yes. Well.
But yes, moving on from that. So you can hypothetically head back to Blood Rise Cave, because if you conjecture with Mar, if you wish to, you did see an illusory wall. However, you can do some thinking for yourself that that the illusory wall probably hid where the Sentinels hid the Shroud of Flies. So honestly, it might not be there. The Ravenous Blade, I mean.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, you could check out Shadoon. It's a lot longer off way, 200 miles away from the city, but that is where you can also find another artifact, at least. Take that off and pick off the bad guys, or go closer. I don't know. I'm just trying to help make sense of the minigame.
Well, we might as well check for the place we already did.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, well, we've cleared it out, basically, so that shouldn't take too long to check, and we can check it on the way to the other place.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. Right then, let me pull things up then. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. So, okay, cancel, move to there. Goodbye, Weight Watcher Mansion.
That's still officially what we're calling it?
Hey, I like it. I don't know, it's up to y'all.
No, I'm telling you, that is officially what it will be called.
Okay, it sounded like you said that as... You paraphrased it as a question, so I was like, I mean, it's up to you.
No, that is what it is going to be called in the report.
Okay. Weight Watcher Mansion. By the time you arrive here, you see that the trickle of pilgrims is gone, because the lie has been proven wrong. The Storm Brides and the Spiral Winds are both gone. They have left their tent.
Well, that'll make searching around here even easier.
Okay.
Though, as you are approaching, you need to get rid of that. You will kind of approach from there, give you some distance. I need to find a thing. curses. Come on, show me, give me a picture of one. That will do. And then you.
Lem.
Yes?
Considering my tattoo, you should probably give me the artifacts or any of the other artifacts if we find it.
Well, so far you have the only artifact we found, but yeah, if you want to carry all the other ones, by all means.
I just wouldn't want them to be tempting.
I already got one voice in my head. It's not as helpful as I would expect for an ancient weapon, but...
I'm sorry. I don't think we're in my correct biome. I don't know. I don't like deserts. There's sand everywhere. I like it when it rains.
I think you'd have past knowledge of stuff, but, you know.
Sorry. Okay, so do that. There we go. Sorry, just doing some minor things.
So how did you get that sword anyway?
It belonged to my mentor.
It was very crass.
Is that your mentor's soul?
No. It's just a sentient magic weapon.
You say that like it's a normal thing.
It is. In books. There's an entire sect of magi such things, so I will assume it's at least semi-common. It didn't just come out of the ether, as it were.
And almost finished. Because I didn't think we were coming back here.
We didn't think we were coming back here either.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, no, it kind of makes sense. You know what? Yeah, let's go with it. As you approach, you see new things that are definitely new. For example, tents are definitely gone.
Oh look,
That
things.
But one prominent thing are corpses.
Oh look, dead people.
Yeah, dead people wearing familiar garb. Hold on, let me bring up one that's yeah.
I see dead people.
Yeah, you do see dead people. You see dead people as well as dead gnolls.
Oh.
Well, that's interesting.
Hmm. Well, I'd like to make a perception check and look
You
around.
you may go ahead. Roll that perception. Spot check.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Looking about, anything particular you're looking out for?
What could have caused the deaths and maybe a medicine roll to determine the kind of injury, what caused the injuries.
Okay, medicine roll, go ahead. Are you going up to the bodies, I assume?
Yes.
Anything from you, Len?
I'm going to be keeping an eye out to see if whatever did this comes back.
Getcha. Perception combined with heal. You go up to, for example, the cultist body. You ID it as the similar to the cult of ills that you had encountered much earlier at the Golden Claw cave. The wounds are very similar to, well, more or less are just weapon damage, weapons that match the knoll beside the dead cultist, and the knoll shows like basically magical damage as well as weapon damage. You can kind of figure that they were fighting each other.
Definitely a little bit of an invasion going on.
And since you are so close, and I had recalled you had known about the illusionary wall, as you both are there, you start kind of listening quietly, and all but muffled, you hear the sounds of scuffle, you hear steel clanging, muffled screams, and then a definitive pow of a rifle.
Well, that sounds quest-worthy.
I will run off towards the sound, making sure to keep pace with Lynn, unless he's going to use some sort of flash step spell.
Not in this instance.
All right. So it is through the. Move that. That way, through the illusionary wall.
The wall of darkness.
The wall of darkness. As you move through, the seemingly sort of like muffled spell that was placed over the illusionary wall reveals the cacophonous scenery before you. Cultists and demons, oh my! Cultists and demons and gnolls, oh my!
Good thing we decided to come back.
And they are in the middle of pitch to battle. They do not see you. You see a number of dead cultists, a one or two dead gnolls, but yeah. You see, they've summoned some demons.
Wait it out.
Well, demons are always bad.
Well, yeah, the cultists are bad too. There is no good guy in this.
The cultists,
Mm-hmm.
are they human? And
Unable to tell, because some you're able to tell, a few human, but there are like one human and a couple other like mixed races. You do see a catfolk in there.
okay,
There's also an elf. There's also an elf.
It's not purely a human organization. Okay.
As you're kind of deciding, you see a gnoll, one of the gnolls take a particularly large club that it is kind of mashed together from previous weapons and just club in a cultist to the wall. As said, they do not seem to know you are here. And now we have Sierra.
The elements are supposed.
Yo, how about we sneak through to see if there's an ongoing ritual?
If you want.
Though,
I'm done with that.
what was? Sorry, Sarah. I was contemplating demons.
Why are you sorry for contemplating demons?
What was that?
I said, why are you sorry for contemplating demons?
I thought you had a question or something that I missed.
Mm-mm. Well, I have a question, because, yeah, but you guys can just write it in the chat box to fill me in.
Damn it, they're demons. I can't just let them.
You could. You're seeing that the gnolls are actually kind of holding their own despite a few casualties. So, it is entirely up to you if you wish to get involved or not.
Do we have a hate-on for demons? Is that what's going on?
Well, I mean, there's always the hate on for demons. Demons are automatically evil.
Your arm withstanding. So far. Hear me, Cyrus.
You will hear me. Get me a chocolate donut. Now.
Hey guys, I'll be back. I gotta go get a chocolate donut.
I just saw your plushies.
And plushie. Oh wait, no, hold on. I can't give you rhyme.
Okay, well.
I wish to cuddle them. They are fluffy, and I like it.
Oh.
Okay.
Quite fluffy. Day 20 I have.
We can.
I'm not saying let the demons, get away. I'm just saying, let the cultists soften them up, and then we can just clean up the mess afterward.
Yeah, that's not only
Because if we get involved now, we're going to be fighting a war on two fronts.
True.
Because the cultists want to kill us, and I doubt the demons want Huggles.
Actually, the
maybe I
cultists
can communicate with them. They're of my people.
Don't forget, the cultists are actually summoning the demons. It's the cultists versus the gnolls.
Oh, my apologies. So, yeah, cultists bad. I mean, I speak Undercommon. I can try reasoning with the gnolls, if you like, after we save them.
Well, how's this? You seem to be
As you kind of all step away from this all and I imagine you step away from this and kind of have this conversation.
You seem to be adept at detecting magical sources. Could you cast something to see if there is a greater ritual going on deeper inside?
That would be a wizard. I'm not that kind of mage. You
I don't know why that's
think that I
anything.
have more power than I do, and then I explain to you that all I can do is make stuff explode, and you feel really disappointed. So I will remind you, all I can do is make stuff explode.
If it's any consolation, I'm not disappointed that you can only make things explode.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually quite sad that you make things explode. Like, see, Sierra likes Michael Bay explosions. Cyrus, not so much.
Oh, I guess. Making things explode. He'll spare a glance. A non-insulting glance at Cyrus can't be all a bad thing.
So that's your eardrum.
So, Mara chimes in, so what's the story with the cultists?
Points down into the.
I know, I mean, who are they? What's their
They
interest?
seem to be the guys trying to do the summoning.
Oh, joy.
And summoning is bad.
Yes, agreed.
Which is why I was like, let them get softened up by the gnolls.
Or vice
Forcibly
versa.
handle them.
Essentially, we deal with the winner.
Exactly. If the gnolls win, we can try talking to them. If the cultists win, well, we already know what side they're on.
I still don't understand why people want to summon demons. Don't they know nothing ever good comes from that?
People are stupid.
Yep, people are stupid. So then, we close the blinds and wait to see what happens. Because GM rules.
Dun, 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 dun. Best 2 out of 3. 100s.
I don't understand what that means, but that's okay. It's been black all day. Only around lunchtime did it have swirls. That's because I thought I was going to get to eat. And that turned out to be a lie. I didn't get to eat much today. But Matt's gone out and he's going to bring me back a salad.
Good.
So after almost a solid minute of fighting, gunshots, steel continue. Magic being summoned.
I guess I'll do it tomorrow.
No.
So, how about that football game?
Sports ball!
Sports ball.
Have you ever played Sandball? No one wins in it.
No one wins.
Well, of course. It's sand.
Yes, but the goal and the goal is an impossible one.
Not get sand in your shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad time. I should teach you all this one game I know. It's pretty old, but it's fun. Hacky sack.
Ah, I've heard of the hack and sack.
Oh, yeah, where you kind of kick the ball around and stuff. Yeah, I know that one.
Oh, it's a ball?
Who's gonna
Not someone's ball?
Well,
Yes.
in my case, it's like a sack, but yeah.
Yeah. See, we found early on that balls were actually quite hard to do, so we kind of just use like a bean sack, not a ball sack.
Oh. Never mind then. I have not heard of this game.
Yeah. Who's gonna peer in?
I'll peek.
Yeah, I'm not good at stealth.
Still, please.
Alright, let me see what my stuff is. 17. Just to give myself a little bit of an edge, I'm going to use
One of your hunter aspects.
yep, my owl to give me a +4 to stealth, which
Mm-hmm.
18, 19, 20, 21 brings me up to 21.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to roll. I rolled a 12, so
33, got it.
there we go.
So that's the scene right before you.
So most of the demons are down.
Yeah. The only ones left seem to be 2 gnolls. One with a spear, another with a very chewed up scimitar. Perception checks.
I'll look back and be like, looks like you're up.
Okay. So the gnolls are survivors, huh? You said you spoke Undercommon?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what you can find out.
We can send Gar with you if you like.
What? I don't know why you're... Len's the one who can talk to them.
That's who I was
I
talking
would
to.
translate for you since you're the persuasive one.
Yep, I'm gonna stay back here with my Eero and Bo. So shit goes down. I got you.
Yeah, you and Gar stay back at range.
I'll cover you from way back here.
Yeah, you know, and Gar can look out for you in case something tries to get you in the back.
Well, I was sending Gar. It should be fine. They just have to find me first.
What? No, you two are partners. You should stay with you.
No, he's good. I can rape you. He got some a while ago.
I've had my fill of cat.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah,
I've had my fill of pussy. I don't need
Gar's straight. You'll be safe. It's alright. You're welcome. I'm still waiting for my reward. I'm pretty sure your 24 hours are up.
Well, no, it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Well,
You're right, it has not. Well, actually, traveling here, it's getting close to nighttime, so... But still, not 24 hours.
okay. Well, your 24 hours are almost up.
Yeah, I have something in mind for you.
Okay.
So, as you approach about here, they do notice you. Presenting their weapons.
So how bad's that?
I don't know. How bad is that?
What?
How bad is that? Well, first of all, are they speaking Undercommon?
No, that was just overall just guttural, like. They're preparing for another fight. It seems.
Okay, so that's just them being, grumpy after getting ambushed. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are hyena humanoids being hyena humanoids.
So not that bad at all yet.
I'm here to heal the injured. Don't poke me.
Translation, and then like, healer.
Yes.
1 second. Okay. Roll diplomacy.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Nice.
They see you are not hostile, at least. Like, they don't really lower their weapons fully, but you can kind of read their body language that they're they might not let you near them, but they're like, you're clearly not an enemy at this moment. You're not gonna poke us.
You want to tell them we're just looking for that thing that we somehow forgot last time we were here?
We are here seeking to prevent a. Was it the Ravaging Blade?
Something like that, yeah.
We're here seeking a grade of great power, specifically so it does not fall into the cultist's hands.
Cultist. What cultist?
The people you just killed. Oh, wait. You can't. I'm not the one speaking.
Well, no, you can clarify that since you are technically translating.
So, yeah, I'll just point to the guys that they just murdered.
Weaklings. They come to claim. We come to try to find great prizes. They come to claim something. We fight. They die. You seek what they seek. You fight.
As they both kind of slowly raise their weapon more.
You fight.
You wanna?
No, it's more like
You fight. Like,
I don't want to fight you. I'll fight them though, but you already fought them.
I was like, fuck, you okay there, Sierra?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Whew. Okay. You're saying?
I'll fight them though, but you already fought them. Are there more here?
no. Nee.
The smaller says,
We don't know. No. 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 They are dead.
They are not the one.
Mm.
what?
They are not the one.
This is not the way.
Mm.
Then they did not have a chance to take anything then.
No. What be here? Shiny?
Just a blade.
Blade. What blade? Shiny blade? Killy blade?
Sonya Blade?
Swinger blade? Swinger blade. Swinger blade.
A very deathly blade.
Deathly blade.
They both kind of like mesmerize each other, and then immediately get kind of like suspicious faces. Both kind of get closer to each other, and then keep kind of Their swords pointing at you like. Len, I need you to make a perception check to hear them mutter something.
Okay. Plus 19. Natural 20.
Hot damn.
I hear all these shits.
Yes, you do. First off, you hear the quietness of the cave of no more fighting whatsoever. So you can verify, yeah, they're telling the truth about that. They didn't seem to get this far. Two, the bigger one says to the other,
There are only two. We could fight. We could take Deadly Blade.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Are they assessing the situation, talking smack about me?
no, that was very whispered, but Len could hear him.
I can't see their mouths moving or anything.
Eddie Bay Case B.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be waiting for them to stop talking amongst themselves.
We think we know where Blade is.
Yay, they think they know stuff.
But didn't they also say that nothing was here? I wish to insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
One moment. There we go.
Oh, please.
Mm.
24.
It seems somewhat suspicious and kind of like conflicting, but they seem to be kind of dumb with their undercommon. So maybe they just kind of forgot.
I'll look over to Len.
Kalen?
Who the hell's...
Oh,
To Len.
okay.
Kalen is my invisible best friend who will kill these fools.
I don't know who this Kalen is, but he sounds awesome.
Hey, Kit Kate. Maybe we should be nice to people. I mean people in general.
Oh shit, it's Kylo Ren.
No, he's a jackass.
Kylo is shredded.
Mom said it was my turn to play the PS4.
And that's when you turn to the dark side, Your Honor.
I've heard dumber reasons.
Mommy Sekhmet said it's my turn to use the shrine. I don't know.
Okay, So what do you think?
I think they're probably getting ready to stab us in the back, potentially, but they got a good chance of knowing where the hell this thing is as anybody in here.
If you wish, roll knowledge nature, I think? For gnolls, if you wish to know about their nature as race of people.
Or because they tend to live in like underground complexes and stuff, dungeoneering.
I can accept engineering.
Considering dungeoneering is supposed to be for for dungeon monsters.
Yeah, I can accept that. Either or. I said, whatever can be accepted.
Nat 20 again!
Ah, damn.
For a total of 39.
Yeah, you've dealt with gnolls before. Your dad has taught you how to deal with gnolls. In fact, that was probably one of the first bonding sessions you had as father and son. You quelled a gnoll, cave. And you know for a fact that they are not valorous creatures. If they see that they have an advantage, they will take it. But if there is a clear disadvantage, especially in numbers, they will not take it.
Well, they're coward, naturally a superstitious and cowardly lot, so if they think they have the upper hand, they will totally try to shank us, but if we prove we have the upper hand, they will follow through.
Essentially, if you show that you had more advantageous, they'll be like, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
We leave you alone.
With Cyrus and Garth, with
way back yonder.
I'm sure it'll be rather advantageous indeed. Yes, show me and my friends where the deathly sword is, and I'll make a wave for Cyrus.
That means you got my reward.
I'll give you a reward tonight.
Okay.
Phrasing.
Oh
my. As they see Cyrus, especially Gar, and Mar as well. Gar and Mar. Just realized that. both all walk in. You see her there. They just kind of. The little one kind of looks up to the big one, like,
We know that's his homie.
Deathly Blade, is maybe that way? I know Shiny that way. Many Shiny. Shiny, you people find very important? Do not know. Don't know what you call it.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Sure, yeah.
They point you in that direction.
I'll flip them a silver for their trouble. They don't know the difference between the shiny.
Yes, the shiny.
I'll give them a silver because they don't know monetary value, and
as you all walk towards that way, whoever's kind of last in line kind of nonchalantly notices them and quickly scamper off through the cave and just run off. One comes back and one does come back and grab a rifle off a cultist and then runs off.
I'm gonna loot the ammo from the cultists before we go. Are we gonna loot the powder from the cultists before we go?
Oh yeah.
Not that I need it, but
You never know.
You're like, I don't need it, but I need it. You find mostly common enough gear on them. On one though, you do see that seems to have been the ringleader of the cultists, as it were. Ring of Protection +2.
Oh.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's... Oh, that's what it is. A Pearl of Power 2nd level.
Okay, Pearl of Power can go to our healer. Since I took the Ring of Spell Storing.
I actually thought you were going to give me the protective ring so I don't die as often.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Who's got the shittiest AC? Sierra and I are at like 27 and 28 respectively, so...
if I'm just wearing normal stuff, I have 18, 19 if I have your shield out.
Yeah, he's still in the teens.
Chain, whatever. That you had been talking about wearing and then decided the +1 chain shirt.
Well, I decided against that because of the sheer weight difference.
Okay. So yeah, you can have the Ring of Protection then.
What does the Power Orb do, or is that...
Pearl of Power allows you to store an extra 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
Yeah, or lack of better phrasing, basically gain back a power slot. Be like, hey, I need one. Poop.
It's like a Ring of Spell Storing, but
It's a free 2nd level spell.
Okay.
And you also find a note.
What's the weight of the ring?
It's a ring. They have no weight.
Okay.
Negligible.
Yeah, I don't worry too much about weight. As long as it isn't ridiculous, I'm like, debatable.
My computer just froze.
Ooh. Can you still hear us?
Oh, I use my phone for Skype. So.
Oh.
Stop feeding your computer ice cream.
I wish my computer could eat ice cream with me. It's so fat when I'm sitting here eating a pint of it. That's in the middle of the game. No.
But for you do also, as said, find a note. You find a somewhat scrawled on piece of paper that looks like a map leading to this location. And a note that says, find the Shroud of Flies. Keep maintaining those will ensure our Lord's return. Or safekeeping those should ensure our Lord's return. Yeah, and after that, other than that, you just find mundane equipment of swords, daggers, and for the gnolls, it's even more beat up crap. But moving onwards to 3. You move up here. I need to just find... Really? You know what? Fine. We're doing freehand.
Ah!
Old school, man.
My laptop's updating.
It's not much. It's just for simple sake of just because I'm mad that it's not giving me a thing because it's apparently premium item. I'm like, fuck. Into the back. You find...
I need to figure out a way to stop this.
Uh,
Now I gotta plug your fucking laptop up.
Hilariously enough, Sierra, they're giving
quick
you the ability
will
to stop updates, but you have to download an update to get it.
quick will
Oh, well, that's good to know. The sneaky bastards.
I just need quick will saves, please.
I don't know what my sheet looks like right now.
Just roll a d20.
Oh, hold on. Where's my...
You have a plus. I think it's a plus 12. I can bring up your sheet in a minute.
For a will save?
Yeah.
Damn.
I got to be on point, homie.
That's fair.
As I can't to confirm that, because I want to say hers was similar to mine, and that's what mine is.
No, that's fair. I'm willing to allow it, because I'm just like, it is what it is. It's almost time to close up, so I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sierra. Your will is your weak one at only plus 6.
Oh, that's fine. Stupid computer. I will punish you. I'll make you.
Cool.
Oh, this one's confused.
Okay.
The roll should be coming momentarily.
Cool. Cool. What'd you get on the dice, Sierra?
Oh, I rolled this.
Roll the what?
I'm just over here crying. I rolled a 17.
So even just a 6. Yeah, everybody's able to see this.
I'm just crying
You
because
are
my...
able to disbelieve an illusionary wall that leads off to a side cave right this way, which leads to a giant treasure pile. Stored wealth, food, wine, home sundries, and several large clay jars overflow with gold, silver, and copper, and a silver-capped ivory tusk.
It's a trap.
Sure, if you want to. If spot check if you want.
Don't touch anything.
Actually, I thought Len was...
I say, yeah, I'm the trap guy.
But if Cyrus, if you want to do it...
No, I wasn't doing it. Cyrus is just saying it's a... in this book called Aladdin.
33.
Actually,
There is nothing wrong
Lynn
with
read it to me in a book called Aladdin.
You detect nothing
I just
wrong
looked-
with this entire cave, or at least this subsection.
I still think it's a trap.
Congratulations on your payday. And because I don't think Sierra can see it right now, 1,324 gold pieces, 5,124 silver pieces, 19,230 copper pieces, and a silver-capped ivory tusk worth 550 gold. Either way, that's a lot of gold.
Yep.
You can assume that this is Ibris's con savings. Because you do recall that Ibris had promised you gold should you release him. And, well, this is it. It did not seem to be touched by the cultists and all that.
Very nice.
No deathly sword, though.
This is probably in a stone somewhere.
Well, there was the fake one back at Zahid's place. And you didn't find any on the bodies?
Nope.
It's either deeper in, or... This is going to be unfortunate, isn't it?
Unfortunate for whom? Oh my god, we're only at 22%? Ah,
Everyone, if that blade's not found, who knows whose hands it's in?
Well, if it's any guess, it is in most likely Tavat's hands. And unfortunately, by the sound of it, we cannot ask a Briss what happened to him. So my best guess is that we continue to move to Shadoon. Because that is at least one place that we do know that an artifact is at.
alright, well, let's see there.
Yeah. That's a good idea, but, Len. This is something I know you're good with.
Explosions?
It's actually not explosions, but I know you're good with it.
Spaceship? No.
Okay. You like making things, right?
Yeah.
Could you make something that's like a reverse gust spell to suck all of this into a bag of holding? So we don't have to hand-fist it in.
Maybe.
Kiara doesn't know what a vacuum is.
Mark kind of understands what you're going for. And they mention, I believe I've heard of such clockwork conventions. If you have the know-how, I do have some parts with me.
Flamethrower will take some time, and we do have people to save.
This is true.
So I'm just imagining, like, the shrine being less of a rickety place. Yes.
Just FYI, this doesn't count as a reward.
What doesn't count as a reward?
This doesn't count as a reward.
No, I'm not giving this to you. This is ours.
Yeah, but in case you found something, you're like, oh, she might like this, and then try to give it to me, it doesn't count.
No, I know exactly what I'm going to give to you.
Okay.
As Mar chimes in, as he said, he's going to give it to you tonight.
I look forward to getting it from you. The sex innuendos go right over her head.
You see, the funny thing is he's actually not talking. He's not talking about sex.
Mar's the only one that's picking up on it, like, oh, I'm not talking about it. Never mind then. Phrasing. Turns to Len. Were you thinking about that?
Len knows this goes over her head, but it still stings.
I think she would know after talking about playing with balls and all that stuff.
Well, she's been known to at least have the desire to castrate people.
And I have made the attempt, probably. So I'm pretty sure there's always someone there to stop me.
Some people are into that.
Silas, no, don't do it.
Well, she certainly hasn't neutered me.
Yet.
I like that, yet.
My friend, there is you can never tell what the future holds. Or what you will never hold again. Just claps your shoulder and just moves on.
So how are we dealing with the treasure hoard here? As much as David wants to add it to the pot, I know that'll actually take time because we don't have a reverse gust machine.
It wasn't that much in terms of time. If all of us are working at it, it shouldn't take more, that long.
Yeah, and they were already in jars by the sound of it. It wasn't in dragon pile. It was more of just okay, 1, 2, 3, pitch.
Okay, that's much easier then, because I was imagining
Dragon
just a
hoard.
pile like you mentioned, like a dragon hoard. Okay.
Only dragons do that. They only do that because it's a nice self-bidding.
And even then, a lot of dragons, you'll still find it in chests and stuff, unless they're laying in it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Smog.
Yeah.
Smaug.
Smog. Oh, you got told that was smart too.
You know what I actually wouldn't mind watching again? The old animation of The Hobbit.
I actually know. I for once know what you're talking about because I actually wanted to see the quote unquote original version of it. My teeth are like swords. My claws are spears. My teeth are like swords. My claws are spears. The shock of my tail of thunder.
Yeah,
And my flame, death.
As much as I enjoy the action and cinematography of
The Last Hobbit.
of the Hobbit trilogy part 1, 2, and 3 and a quarter, it just I like.
It fits the actual story better.
Yeah, I like the original animation because
Much more whimsical.
it's like I feel like I'm getting a story that is as unaltered as it can be.
That's fair.
Versus the new one where like the entire thing with the Arkenstone was treated more like a mind-affecting crystal.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because in theory, the Arkenstone was one of the dwarven artifacts. 9 to the realms of man, 7 to the dwarven kings.
Ooh.
I thought all of those were rings, though.
It's never specified.
This is true.
It's implied that it's rings, but it's not specified one way or the other.
This is true.
Okay, because
That's fascinating.
Obviously, no one can confirm that is dead, because, Tolkien's dead, but that's the reigning theory.
Fascinating.
Yeah, because in the books they don't ever tell you what it is.
Actually, I thought they did. Hold on.
Did they? I don't recall it. I remember it being described, but not whether or not it was a ring or not.
If they do, it's in the Silmarillion, not the actual Lord of the Rings, so you'd have to go diving through that.
Actually, no. At some point following the gifting of the rings, a verse was written by among the free folks regarding them. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the dark lord, etc., etc., etc. So while it doesn't specify that, indeed it doesn't specify it's a ring, it implies it is a ring.
Yeah.
It's heavily
It's the
implied it's
implication.
a ring, but it's never confirmed. Hence the theory of possibly the whole Arkenstone thing is actually one of the...
Interesting. But yeah, I kind of, as much as I also agree that the recent Hobbit movies were interesting from like cinematography and all that, very similar to David, they didn't really capture the tone of how it actually was, because I've even just heard brief tales of the Hobbit, and the best way to describe it is how Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are. Hobbit was Dragon Ball, where you just kind of focused on martial arts, and it's like, hey, we're going on a fun adventure. Versus Dragon Ball Z, where it's like facing quote-unquote forces of evil.
Yeah, I definitely get the comparison you're going for.
Yeah, so Hobbit was more of like, here's a grand adventure. And, oh gosh, there's a giant dragon. But yeah. But for there, we shall pause for tonight as you all continue to sift through the cave. Now, hypothetically, I believe at least 3,000 gold more richer. Hypothetically.
Yeah.
All that
Give it
copper, though. Seriously,
That's like
Shira.
that, it's like the Lost Mine of Fandel when it's like 30,000 copper. It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, Shira, you see this copper, right?
No, she doesn't, because remember her computer's,
Oh, it still says
Yeah,
she's
I
on for me.
just booted up. Yeah, I just booted up.
It's 19,230 pieces of copper.
Hey man, he's been conning poor folk, and poor folk get copper.
That's a lot of pennies. Oh, you know what? You know what that means? I can just use his epic soliloquy to at least have people visit the shrine. If not convert them. I can use his tongue for good. Yeah, I know. I'm being boiled right now.
Phrasing. But it's actually funny. You have a con man and a ex-thief who are both working for you.
Yes. Yes.
You're getting quite a group of misfits.
We're not sharing with them, are we?
What? No, they're... My group with the shrine is like a subsection. It doesn't count as a part of the main party.
All you need to do is find that half-orc that you beat the ever-living crap of and hire him.
You know, wait a second. I'm like Wonder Woman. I'm turning all of our enemies to our side.